Okay, now we should be able to be heard. I'm going to go in after the show and cut all of that beginning section out because I'm an idiot. But you know, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, one job.
It's fine. Actually, I've got like 13 different jobs, but it's okay.
Yeah. You had 13 jobs.
Yeah, you know.
And yet you botched the one.
Oh my gosh. On my first show, Josh.
I mean, that's why it happened. This is your fault, Bryce.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't
Clearly this is on you.
This is the one show that I'm on that I have nothing to do with the production of it. So no.
We had our problems on Jetman.
Yeah, you should have seen it. We were muted for a whole episode of Retro Sentai.
Yeah, I saw your message or your post. You're like, hey, so I forgot to unmute the audio for the whole thing. Sorry.
I can't believe that. Glad I wasn't there for that.
Yeah. Blackbeard wasn't there for that episode.
It was a mess. It was a mess. Then what happened the next week, and Bryce was trying to like, all right, I'm gonna send you a login for Streamlabs, and then we're gonna do this and this. I'm like, okay, this is getting out of hand. What's going on here? And then we figured out the problem. Like, oh, the settings were just changed. That's all.
That was Josh actually. Josh saved the day on that one.
You know, my big thing right now is I don't understand why technology just doesn't work. Right? Like it should just work.
Yeah.
You know, like the cycle thing prototype that Carter was using.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should just work.
Everything goes through stages. It goes through testing.
I mean, but at least his was a prototype.
That Fairweather would like put like one of like the Lightspeed Rescue lackeys on there first,
right?
Before they put their main guy on it, and then it blows them off the bike and explodes in the background.
That's why every lab has like crash test dummies or testers of some kind, beta testers. You know?
Yep.
Not the Red Ranger. You know?
Yeah, you know, like
can you imagine, like oh, he just died on his motorcycle. I guess at the end, like you know.
Well, I mean, Carter's pretty much tested everything in Lightspeed. I mean, he tested the titanium morpher, so might as well keep having him be the test.
Yeah, Carter's the test dummy. Yeah.
Oh, man. So let's talk about these episodes. For those of you in the chat that don't know, we moved to an earlier time slot today, and today only, because at 3:00 at the Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach, we are doing a live Q&A with Frank Gogol. Who is the writer for Power Rangers Deception?
Edge of
Darkness, which is the new. It's a new series, right?
It's sort of like it's a one shot that could lead to a series, I think.
Yeah. But there's more than just the one episode that came out this week, or the one issue, right?
It's kind of they're doing Power Rangers Unlimited. The first one was Hair to Darkness, which was with Astronema, and this is Edge of
Air to Darkness.
Whatever. Yeah. and then Potato, Josh. Okay. Oh my god.
This isn't hair. This is lack of hair.
Oh my gosh, let's go.
Yeah, and then there's Edge of Darkness with the Phantom Ranger. Josh, oh man, you're too much today. I'll tell you what.
It's been a long couple.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah. I should say that.
Like these shows, like I feel like Retro has just kind of been cursed for the past few weeks. Because first we were off because of Walter Jones. He was hanging out. I'm not blaming Walter Jones for us not having a show that day.
Walter Jones.
Hey, you got to hang out. You got to hang out with Walter Jones. What's the complaint about that?
You should have brought Walter Jones onto the show.
He started it. Like he was there. He's the one that started it. So Walter Jones was the first week. The next week it was supposed to be JDF, but he had to cancel because they were doing reshoots for Legend of the White Dragon. But we still took the day off because of the Digital Power Morphicon event. And then last week, everyone just last minute was like, "Oh crap, I can't do the show today." So you know,
I mean, things are opening up. People are hanging outside. So
yeah, I see where your allegiances lie. It's cool. It's cool.
Hey, I've been cooped in the house. I've been cooped inside for like a year and a half. I need my fresh air, bro. Come on now. Can you blame me?
Windows.
Yeah. Just open a window.
That doesn't do anything. I need to see my friends again. I mean, you guys are halfway across the country. I can't see you guys until
I'm halfway through. I'm like the middle ground. Like Josh is here, you're here, I'm here. So I'm in Wisconsin, so not quite all the way over.
Anyway, We're
never gonna get to the episode.
right. Especially because we have to end the show a little bit earlier today, just to make sure that when I get down to the comic book and get all the gear set up there, we don't run into the same problem that we just ran into here, and audio is actually working and everything is good. Because that would suck. So today's episodes, we are on 35, 36, and 37. We are ever closer to the end of the series. We have 3 episodes left after today, and then we'll be moving on to what is next? I keep forgetting.
Time Force.
Time Force. I will remember that by the time we actually start doing that show. Maybe. So these 3 episodes. Let's go like round robin. Jonathan, you want to give us a rundown of this first episode?
Okay, so basically this first episode, it's, I guess you could say, our typical run-of-the-mill Battleizer episode. Because for those of you who are new to the Power Rangers, Red Rangers get this special power-up known as Battleizers, which of course are used to sell toys. It's a toy marketing mechanism. And some of them are good, some of them are not so good.
Some of them are the Lightspeed Rescue Battleizer.
Yeah, some of them are those. So basically with this episode, Carter is testing out the Trans Armor Cycle, which is basically a motorcycle that also turns into a battle armor. And of course, it has a few bugs in it. Miss Fairweather is trying to trying to fix the kinks and everything. Meanwhile, on the villain side, Diabolica is asking where the heck is Jinxer, because if you guys remember, Jinxer is pretty much siding with Olympius in the background because his mother cast him aside like a failure.
That dirty rat.
I mean, hey, Queen Banshee is a mother. That's a mother that everyone could love. Am I right?
I mean,
you get it. But anyway, so Diabolica, who's now back in the ranks, he pretty much hires a monster named Arachnora, hopefully I said it right, to pretty much, kidnap all the citizens of Mariner Bay, use them as food for her babies, and of course, she ends up. I find it funny how there's somehow a monster able to sneak into the base. This is the second time the Aqua Base got infiltrated, and mind you, this is actually kind of a clever way for it to get infiltrated in the first place.
It's not like it's a heavily armed and protected facility. It's just where the Power Rangers are based.
It's just like you would think somebody go, oh hey Carter, you got something on your back, and just like buzz it all. I don't know, like it's just like okay. And also, did they have to do such a scary looking spider?
I mean, arachnophobia.
I don't know,
man. There's I don't know. Are you guys Xbox or PC gamers or PlayStation gamers or not gamers at all?
I'm a gamer. I'm more so Xbox. I'm trying to slip into the realms of PlayStation once I get a PS5, but for right now, I'm solely Xbox.
I had Xbox One, but now I have PS5.
Okay, but you also have a PC, right?
Yeah.
Like Windows-based PC. So yeah. We'll have to talk and actually like play this game outside. I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but there's a game called Grounded. It's currently in like a developer preview type thing. It's basically Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but like a survival game.
Oh, okay.
Wow. You wake up, you've been shrunk down, and you're now in a backyard, and you have to kind of like find your way around. But there are giant spiders in the game, and they are kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they will eat you like with no
mercy.
No mercy. They just come right at you. I finally killed one for the first time the last time I played, but it's rough. But it's kind of fun, and I need other people to help me kill things so I can build better armor, a better fortress type thing.
There you go.
Anyway, Jonathan, continue.
Yeah, back to the episode. So one thing about Arachnora is she could pretty much render the Rangers' weapons useless. She even stopped Joel and Chad before they even morph into the Mega Battles, which was very interesting. Like she didn't even just scan the morpher; she just pretty much webbed the morpher up just to prevent them from changing. And so ever since she sneaks into the Aqua Base, kidnaps the entire staff and Miss Fairweather. Miss Fairweather gives Carter the key card so he can get access to the Trans Armor Cycle, and you have a whole chase scene which is pretty cool, all original footage of Carter trying to find out where his friends are. Vipera steps out and brings out her Vipari, and she gets her butt kicked. First of all, I just gotta talk about one thing though. You know how certain shots look like they could be like the finisher of a boss battle? You see how Carter actually like, defeats Viper and her Vipari just crashes off screen and the fire just blazes. I'm just like, that's a perfect shot to put a result screen of a boss battle right there. Like,
it's funny. I watched the Tomorrow War last night. I don't know if either of you guys have seen it. Yeah, it just dropped on like Thursday. It's the new Chris Pratt sci-fi film.
The one on Amazon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's actually really fun. Like, it's getting a lot of like kind of like mixed reviews. But if you go in and you're not like, okay, this is going to be an amazing movie. Like, if you're expecting something more along the lines of like Independence Day, which is fun, but like
I was just watching that yesterday.
It's funny because that's like it's 4th of July weekend, so I have to watch that at some point this weekend. That's every year, have to do it. Yeah. It's like watching Die Hard on Christmas. You can't not do it.
I mean, I never watched Die Hard, and I don't think I ever will. But
nope, we're gonna change that this Christmas.
Nope.
Die Hard. Okay, we're announcing it right here, right now.
No,
we are doing a Die Hard watch along.
My
sometime around Christmas
are solely watching Christmas specials, animated and live action Christmas movies. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Okay, you're saying Die Hard is a Christmas movie. You're saying Batman Returns is a Christmas movie then?
No, Die Hard. Wait. No. It's way off topic, but I have to inform you because you are woefully uneducated about this. Die Hard is a movie about a man trying to reconnect with his family on Christmas Eve, and the criminals get in his way, and he's doing everything he can to fight his way through them to get back to his family and keep his family together. That is a Christmas movie.
Oh my gosh, that just
it's favorite. The whole movie is centered around reuniting a family. If that's not a Christmas movie, I don't know what is.
Whatever. My favorite Christmas special has got to be Alpha's Magical Christmas.
Where do we go from here?
1 second before we continue here, we'll get back to the episode. I just want to address the chat. Thomas Franco is asking which one of us are vaccinated. Just because I want
specific question,
right? But because I want everyone to get vaccinated because I want to be able to go out in public without my mask again. I am fully vaccinated. I got my second shot at the end of May. So I've been good for about 2.5 weeks now. Everyone, it doesn't make any sense to be afraid of the vaccination, not afraid of COVID.
Yeah, I've been fully vaccinated since April. I took the J&J shot before they, put the hold on the J&J vaccine. But I've been.
Well, as long as you're good, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and I've had both shots for a few months now. I have Moderna, so
Team
there
Moderna.
we go. Yeah, there we go.
It put me down. Like each shot put me down for about a day. But like I wasn't. They didn't make me sick. I just. Like sometimes like when you've been working your ass off and you just get so exhausted that you kind of feel like you've been hit by a truck, but you're not like it's just tired. That's what happened to me. Like I basically just spent the day in bed in and out of naps, eating, and so it was a typical like after con day.
Yep. And Thomas Franco also asks, did y'all replace Elle with Bryce? And the answer is yes. I invaded the show. Elle is gone forever. No, I'm kidding. She's busy with other stuff. And so...
Yeah, Elle has a lot going on. Her schedule is just as wonky as mine and Joe's and everyone else's. Because we all of us have like 30 different things that we're trying to do.
We have lives outside of this.
For me, this is my life.
I was gonna say you speak for yourself, Black man. Yeah. You said.
But Elle will be back on and off when she's available. She might come and drop some videos like she does for us for the Rick and Morty Smoke Along. But it just kind of depends on what her availability is. But she will be back at some point.
So
you're talking about Lightspeed Rescue,
and sorry, one more. There are going to be shows tomorrow. I don't know during the day if any of the day shows are happening. Obviously, we know it's all connected. Has been what's the proper term? Shit canned.
Canceled.
Canceled. It has not been renewed for. It has not been renewed.
Yeah.
It's been canceled.
And then Retro Sentai Wrap Up, we'll still be doing our sequel manga episode for Jetman, but we're going to be doing it as a premiere, so we can all kind of have the 4th of July to enjoy with family and stuff. So
and later on at night, as far as I know, Illuminerdi Wrestling Order will be live, and the Rick and Morty Smoke Along will be live as well, because both of those have new stuff. So, but we're good. We're good. You know.
Okay, so back to the
it's 4th of July, so I gotta light things on fire. It just happens to be weed.
There we go.
So back to the episode at hand. Basically how this goes is, you know, the Red Ranger gets the Battleizer, defeats the monster, and you know, usually the Battlizers they're only used for like twice in its season. Sometimes when they come back for like a team up, it gets used again. But yeah, I mean, overall, what are your guys' opinions on the Trans Armor cycle? As you know, as a Battleizer.
I think it looks stupid.
It's I think the word I'm looking for is "ite."
Okay, actually, I'll rephrase my question, Josh. Compared to past Battleizers you've seen.
Oh well.
How does
well,
this
Andros basically got ass implants with his, so it's clearly not as good as that one. What was the Battleizer in Lost Galaxy?
Was the red armor where he had like it was like a walking tank.
Oh yeah, I mean that one was kind of dope. Like I don't know if you guys remember a show called Exo Squad. It was a cartoon from like the 80s, 90s. Like obviously neither of you were born in the 80s.
I was born in 2000.
Wait, what?
I was born in 2000. You think I know what a friggin' 80s cartoon is? Oh my gosh.
Well, yes.
I was born when this show was coming out.
That's oh man. And now my gray is coming out again.
Yeah.
No, so basically Exo Squad was it was that all the characters in Exo Squad looked like that. They all had like these exoskeleton suits of armor that did different things. But it reminded me of that, so I think that one was cool. So if I had to rate these, I would rate the Lost Galaxy one as 1. Then no, Andros's ass armor is number 1. The exoskeletal suit is number 2, and this one is number 3.
Oh man.
Okay. So basically you rank
my ranking is the exact same. Yes.
That is America's ass.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually a fair ranking. But okay, overall, as you know, a Battleizer episode, this episode still comes off as like a run-of-the-mill, you know, monster of the week, everything, because the Battleizer only just sticks as just, you know, a plot device.
Mm-hmm.
But I will give it props for it, you know, being used as a vehicle as well, because not. And plus, I realized this is probably like our. No, I'm wrong. This is like our second land kind of Battleizer, because I'm about to say, wait a minute, Leo had one that could fly. Wait, no, I'm wrong. But overall, I gotta give this episode about a 3.5. No, I'll give it a 3. 3.5 is me being too generous. I gotta give it a 3.
Bryce, what about you?
I'll give it a 4 just because of the car chase. That was pretty sick. And so I you don't really get to see that very often in Power Rangers, so I really like that. So I like the car chase, so I gave it a 4.
I'll go 3.5. There were some elements of this episode that were really dope. I liked the spider thing. Like I thought it was a fun way to make a mediocre plot device interesting. Like the actual plot of the episode itself was kind of we've seen it before, but I thought the spider thing was always kind of cool. Like for me, that's like I like scary stuff like that. I don't think it was as effective here as it was in Lost Galaxy when they went to that horror themed.
That's episode. Like my favorite episode of Power Rangers. Mm-hmm. Like that is such a good episode.
But no, I think it was I think it was okay. We got a little bit of plot movement here, so that also helped. This next episode, I'm gonna take on the duties of explaining this plot. If you don't mind, Bryce.
Oh, by all means.
So that makes you matter. You give
This episode did not matter at all.
It didn't. It was filler. Totally filler.
I don't understand why, like, almost all of the older people in the Power Rangers shows have to have weird voices and or accents, or just like they're all weird. Like if you look at what's her name's grandmother that was trying to do the matchmaking in
Ashley's grandmother.
Yeah, Ashley's grandmother had like a really weird speaking pattern. In Lost Galaxy, like a lot of the older people had like weird like just like things. In Dino Fury now, what's her name? Hunter Dino's character.
Amelia.
Amelia. Her grandfather has like.
Well, he's also trying to hide his New Zealand accent though.
Why?
Oh, like, I didn't know that actor was
because Hunter Deno isn't from New Zealand, so they gotta have the same sort of accent.
She's from like Orlando or something.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is why are they having him do another stupid accent? Not that a New Zealand accent is stupid. I actually like Australian.
Well,
New Zealand accents.
I think it's just the effect of him trying to sound American.
But he doesn't sound American.
Well,
he sounds like he's doing a really bad Italian accent. Like, just make him from New Zealand.
I think it's fine.
It's so dumb. Anyway, just like this episode, Dana gets recruited to be the new glitz girl for this magazine. At first, she doesn't want to do it, but then she gets offered a lot of money that she can use to pay for medical school, and she gets all wrapped up in the fame and fortune, and just kind of like deserts the team when they need her. It's you know, it's an overdone plot. It's an overdone use of that kind of storyline, and nothing in this episode mattered going to the next.
Yeah, it also just didn't really make sense for Dana's character to do that. So
I think they only gave her that episode just because she's the Pink Ranger.
And I guess, but that would have made sense for like Kelsey.
Maybe
sort of.
Maybe.
Because I mean, Kelsey.
It would have made a little more sense, but still not a lot. You know.
I mean, if instead of being like for like a glamour magazine, it had been like an outdoor life magazine or something, and they wanted to show her doing like all these extreme things.
Yeah.
That would have made sense for her.
Yeah.
And it would have worked.
I actually have some things to point out. Like, actually 3 things. The first point where she's showing Dana all the money how she can get into medical school. She throws it in the air, and a whole bunch of citizens are just scrounging around for the money.
Well, yeah, because it's money.
Yeah, I'm just like,
what would you be doing?
That was $100 bills.
Yeah.
All you needed, all I would have needed would be like 10 of those. I could have paid my rent for the month.
Yeah. I'm surprised they would even put that in for a kid show. And then the second thing, I just found ridiculous funny. The monster of the week, he was like, "I'm feeling a little nutty." I just had to crack at that one liner. It was just so ridiculous that I had to just laugh at it. And my third point is when the woman was telling Dana, was like, "You want to give all this up just to be a ranger?" I'm just like, first of all, the reason why she is a ranger is because you could wake up to see the next day. That's the reason why she's a ranger. That's her job.
One second, Thomas. Do me a favor, rewind the show and re-listen to what I was saying about the accents, and we're good.
But yeah, that's all.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I was just saying. I just don't like it when citizens are just like questioning like Rangers' motives. I'm just like, they're out there saving the world, putting their life on the line, and you're gonna judge them on their lifestyle that they're having? Look in the mirror. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, this episode, a 2. I mean, I would give it a 1, but like, I mean, other than the stupid voice that the rich old lady was using, everyone did a good job in this episode, even though the story itself was not. So I
give it a 5 out of 5. I loved it.
Really?
I mean, no.
That was a good one.
But Blackwing, what about you?
I give it a 2.5.
All right, let's we only have about another 10 to 15 minutes before we got to wrap this up. So let's get into this last episode. Bryce, if
Yeah.
you want to give us a rundown on this one.
Bryce
Yeah.
gets the best
So,
episode. Look at that.
so
Well, you know,
Viper.
I got to give it to the new guy.
Oh yeah, the
Not technically
Illuminerdi's resident young person. Anyway,
Go
so uh, so this is the episode where kind of stuff starts to kind of hit the fan, and this is kind of the beginning of the 4-part end game for Lightspeed Rescue, and so Viper gets the lamest ending possible, and just kind of gets subsumed by Queen Banshira. So it's just like, okay, goodbye. I guess I don't know what that was all about. And so I guess they go to the stadium. They're fighting Diabolico and Lokai, which is the stupidest thing ever, by the way. Why do they call him Lokai whenever it's clearly spelled Loki? Anyway, so they get sucked into this vortex. And then Queen Banshira is looking like really creepy. They did a really good job making her look like I would have been horrified of her as a kid. And so they kind of are like fighting each other, but then also they're the villains are getting mad at Queen Banshira, and Lokai is doing whatever he can to defeat the 4 Rangers, because Carter's off doing his own thing with the Prince and Jinxer, and yeah, this episode's kind of all over the place. But so Lokai decides that he's going to defeat the Rangers once and for all in the name of Queen Banshira, and Diabolica's like, dude, like she's clearly using you. Like what are you doing? You're an idiot. And so, but he does it anyway, and then Queen Banshira tells Diabolico to take the shot because he's got all the Rangers kind of jumbled up together, and Diabolico's like, but I'll kill Lokai, and then Queen Banshira's just like, okay. So, and then Diabolica's like, I'm not gonna do it. And she's like, okay, I'll pull the trigger for you. And so she, I guess, can control Diabolico, and so he pulls the trigger and blasts Lokai and the Rangers, which they're fine. But Lokai is dying, and then he vows to avenge Lokai, and so it seems like we're going to be getting to some sort of team up with Diabolico and the Rangers, maybe, that take down Queen Banshira. And then yeah, Carter beats me. I have no idea what the heck he was doing over there. Just an excuse to bring the Prince back, I guess. But then he goes off, and then he goes and helps the Rangers too. And then they have this big Megazord battle with Queen Banshira, and then she kind of disappears, but then reappears, and that was pretty much it. So yeah, it was kind of all over the place. There was a lot going on.
Yeah. So what? Anything in the episode kind of like really stand out to you, where you're like, oh, this was really good, or this was not so
mostly
good?
The fact that Lokai is a really stupid name. I think they should have just called him Loki, especially with Loki coming out right now. Like, what were they
this
thinking?
was 20 years ago.
Yeah. Anyway. So no, I mean they were clearly trying to cram a lot into this episode. And so I think maybe this could have been like a 5-part thing, like to where this could have been 2 parts, because I mean the thing with Carter and the Prince, I mean, that was just almost just completely random. I mean, that almost seemed like it had no fit in the episode at all, because it lasted for like 2 seconds, and then he went off to go help the Rangers. So it's just like, why did they even have to split them up in the first place? My guess is probably Sentai footage, but still, it just didn't really make any sense. So
yeah, this is one of my ongoing complaints, I guess, about Power Rangers, is that the series finales always feel super rushed. Like, yeah. To me, it seems like we like they know how many episodes they have per season.
Yeah.
Pacing has always been an issue. I feel like they could say, okay, we know that episode 40 is the end. We know how much we want to do or what we have planned plot wise for the finale. Let's take the last 10 episodes and we can stretch it out over all these. Like we can make it a big, like this big epic 10-parter or however many episodes it needs to be to make that ending like actually stick.
Yeah. So like what Beast Morphers did, to where they had no plot and then at the end it was all plot. And so,
I mean, Quentin Tarantino kind of did the same thing with Kill Bill. Like there was plot in both Kill Bill Volume 1 and Kill Bill Volume 2, but it felt like all the action was in Volume 1 and then Volume 2 was all of like the talky stuff. There was action in Volume 2, but there was just so much more in the first part. And it to me, like I liked both of them, but it felt like it could have been a little bit more evenly distributed between the two.
I think what it is for me, because I know, like you said, Bryce Carter was barely in this episode because he's basically fending off Olympius. Josh, remember when I said when Olympius first came on, he kind of has like a rivalry with Carter?
Yeah.
This is basically where it shows, because you always see, and like, you know, in episodes, Carter is always aimed at Olympius. Like those two are always going at it head to head. Now, as far as, you know, pacing, I know usually with finales they're always 2-parters, but usually this an episode right here, this is basically the beginning of the finale arc for Lightspeed Rescue, and I'm not mad at the pacing. I will say there was no development for Lokai at all, because he said he's like a friend to Diabolica and everything, where they didn't show that all during the entire season. But I get your point though.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, like I know this is an issue that kind of gets better as the series progress. Because like watching Dino Fury, I've seen all 11 episodes that are out now, and the pacing in Dino Fury seems so much better than the pacing that we've gotten in the episodes that I've watched since Power Rangers in Space. But I also remember that kind of being an issue with Mighty Morphin. But the Mighty Morphin episodes also kind of felt a little bit more felt more episodic. Like each episode felt like it stood alone on its own thing, and then it just kind of built up slowly over the course of a couple of seasons.
Yeah. I mean, Mighty Morphin season 1 was Saved by the Bell, but rubber monsters.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. like the pacing didn't feel like an issue there, because everything felt like a one-off. It was all like, here's this week's adventure, here's this week's adventure, here's this week's.
It was
adventure.
new. It was like something that's never been done before, so they had to do what they could before they. Because I feel like season 3, that's when it officially got plot heavy, which I always say. I mean, Joe can attest to this. Season 3 is the best season of MMPR,
for sure.
Bar none.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see how these last 3 episodes go. I know both of you guys have probably seen them already at some point in time. I have not. I've never seen this season. So this will all be new to me going forward. In the chat, Donnie Pearson gives these episodes a 10 out of 10. Thomas Franco gives episode 35 a 4.5, 36 a 2, and 37 a 4.5. So yeah, he's kind of in the same space that we were. And Jared Hodges gives episodes 35 and 36 a 4 out of 5. And Thomas Franco felt the need to let us know that this episode came out 21 years ago, which...
okay, not 20, Josh.
You know.
Yeah.
Get
your facts straight.
It's still not in widescreen or high definition, so it doesn't matter how long ago it came out.
See,
we still have like 8 years before we get to something that's in 16:9.
Oh my gosh! Sure, somebody didn't have the Wikipedia page open while this episode was going.
Hey, I use fandom.
Yeah, that's I do actually have the fandom page open right now.
It's I think the like I don't mind things being in 4:3 or standard definition, like knowing that they were, you know, as old as they were before high definition was a thing. What annoys me about it is the fact that it's hard for me to grab stills to talk about anything from the episodes, because every time I want to grab a still, I'm like, nope, that's blurry. Nope, that's blurry. Nope, that's blurry. Nope, that's blurry. Now we're past the stuff that I wanted to get a still shot from. Yeah. Let me try again.
And have you seen my thumbnails for retro Sentai? I just do it anyway.
I mean, look at the thumbnail that I've got for this. It's the same thing.
I feel like, Josh, you need to give me a workshop on how to make better thumbnails, because my thumbnails on my videos are lacking.
I mean, mine really aren't that great either. So, you know.
Man, yours are better than mine. All I do is just go to this thing called Photopea and just copy and paste and put a text. I probably only use Photoshop elements probably like a few times. That's it.
Well, I mean, we can do that. I guess if anyone from the audience that's watching wants to learn rudimentary Photoshop stuff, I can help. Maybe one day, excuse me, we can do like a Twitch stream or something where I show you guys how to do a couple of things. Just bear in mind that they're not going to be the best out there. That you can get better tutorials on YouTube than you can from me.
Look, it's better than nothing.
I can show you like really basic tool usage. But anyway, we're getting close to wrapping up this today's episode of Retro Ranger Wrap Up. Any final thoughts on these sets on this set of episodes, Bryce or Jonathan?
Just to say my piece on Queen Banshira, how she's up there as one of the best villains. She just by her personality alone, how she just puts and declares everybody as expendable, even her own son, just shows how heartless of a monster she is. Just like people like to put Lord Zed as one of the best villains. I'm just like, you realize there's other better villains than Lord Zed, right? Like, what has he actually done? Like, there are people who have done way better things than Lord Zed. Heck,
I mean, Lord Zed got married. Have any of the other villains gotten married?
Divatox destroyed the Rangers. Done deal.
They came back.
They came back.
Yeah, but she still won.
She is the only villain to have won. I mean, besides maybe Vengex, but they were still able to defeat him.
Divatox was,
and then he came back, I guess. So I guess Vengex did win because they didn't destroy him. So
Divatox is Hillary Shepard, right? That's the actress. So Hillary, fun fact, we probably talk about this all the time anytime she's on this, but she was also in Star Trek Deep Space Nine as one of the genetically enhanced people that Dr. Bashir had to help out.
Cool. Wow.
Star Trek fact.
That is amazing.
So Bryce, in 17 years, when you get to Star Trek Deep Space Nine, you'll be like, "Oh, hey, that's Divatox."
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
Yep.
So I guess my final thoughts on these episodes of Lightspeed are that I'm excited for Time Force.
That too. I can't wait. I did my annual Time Force rewatch.
Lightspeed's never been a favorite season of mine. So
it's. I mean, I'll wait to give my overall opinion of it until we get to the finale, the series finale. But I definitely have thoughts.
It's definitely, I think, the most okay season out of all of them.
I say solid. I say solid for me. That's all I'll say.
It's only redeeming quality is Carter.
And Joel.
Oh, and
Joel. I mean, Joel
right.
is fun.
Right.
But yeah, so I think that will do it for us for today on the Retro Ranger wrap up. Once again at 3:00, please join us live, where we will be talking with Frank Gogol about his new issue of the Power Rangers comic from Boom Studios. And tomorrow, keep an eye out for everything that we got going on there, and we'll be back. Let's see, Tuesday with the Loki watch along, Wednesday with the Riker Maneuver season premiere of season 2 of Star Trek Enterprise, Thursday episode 11 of The Bad Batch, and then we will be back again on Saturday with episodes
the finale
8, 39, and 40, the final episodes of Lightspeed Rescue.
Lightspeed finally comes to a close.
Finally. we should have been done with this season like a month and a half ago.
I agree. But
you guys, I think, started a week before, a week or two before we started Jetman, and Jetman has 51 episodes, and we just finished last week. So
wow.
But hey, we'll be starting Jew Ranger on the same time.
Wait. Jew Ranger?
Yeah, the season I gave it.
Yeah,
Josh,
Ranger.
don't
Yeah.
question it. Don't
I
question
have wait. Hold on.
What are you gonna make? Oh, he's gonna make fun of my pronunciations again.
No, he's gonna grab the DVD. I'm pretty sure that's what he's getting. Because if he has the DVD, I'm gonna be like, haha, a man of culture, I see.
What is he?
I don't know if I can. I don't know.
Gosh, you got places to be.
Ah, wait. Here it is. I found it.
Gosh.
Got that.
After this episode,
No. I can help. I can help. I've got this is my prayer shawl.
What?
What?
And this is other. It's juice like my juice stuff.
Get out of here. We're done.
It's from my bar mitzvah.
Oh.
Because he's Jewish. Yeah, because he...
No.
Stupid.
Is that?
Yeah, so we're starting Jew Ranger here in 2 weeks. Not Jew Ranger. Jew Ranger.
That was
stupid. It's not. I was so lost there for a second, and then it finally clicked. I was like, "Oh, that's the stupid."
But see, I'm the only one of us that can make that joke.
Oh my! That was too good. That was. That was.
So on that note,
Oh my gosh.
The episode.
Yeah. On that note, we're gonna end it here with Blackwing having a laughing meltdown, and we will see you guys again in about 2 hours live at the Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach. So if you're in the Southern California area and can make it out there in the next couple of hours, feel free to come join us.
We'll be back for the Lightspeed finale in the next few weeks, everybody.
See you next time.
Take care, folks.